AI Max for search. Do we turn it on or not? Based on 14 years and over $130 million in ad spend managed, don't. I've tested it on hundreds of clients' accounts, lead gen, e-commerce, trades, B2B, everything. And I have never seen a failure this aggressively pushed by Google deliver this little for the people actually paying for it. Now listen guys, if you're a business running ads, you need to watch the next 10 minutes because it will save you some serious money, especially before September. Literally just a few weeks ago, Google announced something that most business owners haven't even heard of yet. Dynamic search ads, DSA, the feeder campaign type, the campaign type that millions of advertisers have been using for years, it's being killed off. By December this year, every DSA campaign in your account is being auto-upgraded to AI Max. You don't get a vote, you don't get to opt in. If your campaigns are eligible, they're getting moved across whether you want to or not. And the thing is it's not just DSA. Campaigns running automatically created assets, same fate. Campaigns using broad match at the campaign level, same fate. All of it gets pulled into AI Max in September. So, the question isn't, should I turn AI Max on anymore? It's, what do I do before Google turns it on for me? That's what this video answers. Guys, this isn't a new movie. I've watched this exact film play out before, and I want to tell you how it ended. In 2022, Google did exactly the same thing with Smart Shopping. They took a campaign type that worked, told everybody that Performance Max was the future, and migrated everybody over. Voluntary at first, mandatory by September. I literally watched clients lose hundreds of thousands of dollars aggregately in the first 6 weeks, 8 weeks of that rollout. I had to do some major restructuring for clients. Accounts that had been profitable for years. Performance tanked overnight. Budgets got reallocated to placements that nobody had asked for. And the only people who could see what was actually happening were the ones that were running their own audits behind the curtain. It took Google a full year to add the control that advertisers had been asking for from day one. Brand exclusions, location controls, asset reporting. Eventually, most of it got fixed. By then, the money was already gone. This is the same playbook as that. Same voluntary then mandatory rollout. The same trust the AI pitch that Google makes. Different name on the campaign type. When Google launches an automation product and tells you to turn it on, the question to ask is, who actually benefits from this? The data that I'm about to walk you through suggests that it isn't you. Guys, you can literally go and open Google's announcement from this month. Read the headline number. 7% more conversions at a similar cost. It's very vague for a start, but it sounds good. Sounds like AI Max is delivering meaningful uplift, I guess. Read it again slower. 7% more conversions when using the full feature suite. Search terms matching, text customization, final URL expansion, comparing to using search terms matching alone. Okay? That comparison is not AI Max versus normal search campaigns. It's AI Max with everything turned on against AI Max with one feature turned on. That's actually two configurations of AI Max being compared with one another. Google has not published anywhere in this announcement a stat comparing AI Max to a clean phrase and exact match structured campaign that isn't using AI Max at all. The comparison that every advertiser actually wants to see, they don't show you. Why is that? Then you look at the footnote of that announcement. Non-retail advertisers. If you sell products online, this 7% doesn't even apply to you. So Google won't tell you what AI Max does for e-commerce performance? They published nothing. Guys, come close. Here's the bit that nobody's flagging. When AI Max launched in beta last year, Google's headline claim was that activating it delivered 14% more conversions. For campaigns, mostly running exact and phrase match keywords, they claimed 27% uplift. Those numbers have quietly vanished from the April announcement that's just happened. Is that convenient? Does that sound like something that you can trust? The new number, the one Google is now standing behind, is the much narrower 7% that I just read out. The bigger claim went somewhere, who knows where. Nobody picked up on that, did they? So guys, do you want to know where the truth about AI Max lives? It doesn't come from Google's announcements. It comes from independent data, the ones that you can trust. And I'll give them a shout out. Another Google Premier Partner agency called SMEC analysed over 250 search campaigns running AI Max. Real e-commerce accounts, real budgets. Then their conclusion? I want you to hear it the way that they wrote it. Turning on AI Max for Google search is basically a coin toss. It will either drag your performance up or aggressively pull it down. They measured ROAS impact across 250 campaigns. The range went from 42% above baseline at the top to 35% below baseline at the bottom. The median uplift across 250 campaigns? No improvement, no decline. It's literally a coin flip, like Tommy Shelby. But it gets worse. Even when AI Max delivered more conversions, those conversions cost a median 16% more than the existing keyword campaigns alongside them. So even when it does work, it pulls up the costs. In one account they audited, AI Max scaled 100% into competitor brand traffic, hijacked 69% of total search impression. And I know I'm hitting you with numbers here, but the advertiser was paying to bid on their competitors instead of their own keywords in a campaign that was designed to target their own keywords. The algorithm made that decision for them when it should be in isolation. And stick with me, guys, because you've got to prepare for this. In another account that they audited, 49% of AI Max's matches were just cannibalizing existing broad match keywords the advertiser already had running. Not finding new traffic, stealing it from another column in the same account. This is the data that Google's announcement doesn't quote. And it's exactly the same thing that happened with Performance Max. So, there's one specific failure mode that every single business watching this video needs to understand. Search Partner Network, or SPN as it's called. Quick explainer. When you run Google ads, your ads are meant to show on Google search engine, the search engine results page. Now, the SPN is elsewhere. Every partner site that they have that has a search bar somewhere on the page, some are technically real, most of them are complete garbage and junk. I've got videos explaining this when you set up normal search not to turn it on. By default, AI Max can show your ads on search partners. Sometimes it scales aggressively into them without warning you. That same research I mentioned found one campaign where 500,000 monthly impressions got dumped into search partners. Out of 250,000 of those impressions, the conversion rate was 0.07%. The Google search version of the same campaign was converting at 3.04%. That is 43 times higher. 250,000 impressions, one extra conversion. That's where the algorithm sent the budget. That's not the AI finding untapped demand now, is it? That's the AI dumping your money where it cannot physically deliver. And that is bad for advertisers like you and I. So, let's breathe because I've just hit you with loads of numbers. But remember, this is AI Max. This is becoming mandatory. This video is critical to what your next step and actions are. I'm giving you the data behind it. If you, very quickly, if you've got DSA campaigns running right now inside of your business, and most business owners do, even if you don't know what they're called, drop a 1 in the comments. If you're not sure, drop a question mark. I read every comment and I can also help you find it. And the data on this video is going to tell me how many of you are about to get migrated to a coin flip, whether you like it or not. I've been through the smart shopping changes, I've been through the Performance Max changes, and I've tested AI Max on hundreds of clients' accounts. Lead generation, e-commerce, local trades, enterprise B2B. Every category I work with, budgets from $2,000 a month to $1.5 million a month. In the vast majority of campaigns that I have ever tested AI Max in, performance flatline literally from day one, sometimes even faster. Once or twice you'd see a 2 or 3 day uplift while the algorithm found something new, and then by day 5, performance had reverted or dropped below the baseline. Guys, honestly, in the 14 years of running Google Ads, I have never seen something so bullish as AI Max at wasting your ad spend. Honestly, Performance Max was a joke, but AI Max, it doesn't deliver a sustained uplift on a properly structured account. I haven't seen it, not once. When I see Google pushing a feature this hard, with marketing this aggressive, and like my senior account strategist at the agency level, that coming to me and explaining how you need to enable AI Max, it really heavily pushed. My instinct is the same one that I had with Performance Max in 2022. Wait 6 months, watch what happens to the early adopters. Let Google fix the controls, let independent agencies publish the real numbers, then make a decision. Right, so we've established that this is going to go left unless we do something about it. So there's 5 things to do in your account this week, 10 minutes per check maximum. Number 1, open your Google Ads, go to your campaigns, find any campaign with dynamic search ads in it. Make a note, label them. Those are getting auto-upgraded to AI Max in September. You need to decide before then whether to migrate them on your own terms or let Google do it for you in the dark. I advise you to rebuild out based off of converting search terms and go from there. Check 2. Check every search campaign for the AI Max search term matching toggle. It's in your campaign settings. If it's already on, and Google has been switching it on by default for a lot of accounts, pull the data before you decide whether to leave it on or not. Step 3. Pull a search terms report for the last 30 days. Filter by match type, and if you see entries marked as AI Max, look at the actual queries the algorithm has matched you against. Are those terms relevant to what you sell? Or has it been bidding on competitor names, generic searches, or queries that have nothing to do with your actual business? Check 4, really important, check search partner network performance. Settings, network. If search partner network is on, segment your reports, hit the little segment button, hit network, and compare conversion rates between Google search and search partners. If Google search partners is performing significantly worse, which it always does, almost always does, turn it off immediately. Step 5, set brand exclusions in your own way if necessary. Even if you're going to leave AI Max off completely, create negative keyword lists around competitors and then build your own competitor campaign alongside it. You don't want to be getting your normal campaigns mixed up with competitor campaigns because in AI Max, you're going to go down a very, very dark hole. 5 checks. Probably about an hour total, depending on your experience. If you need some support, let me know. I'll audit it for free. By the end of it, you'll know exactly what's happening in your account before September arrives. Guys, it's not all doom and gloom, but September isn't optional. The migration is happening whether we like it, or you act, or you don't. But there's a difference between Google migrating your campaigns whilst you're awake and watching and Google migrating them whilst you're asleep and paying, or the lack of attention that you're paying to the campaigns. The 5 checks that I just covered are the difference between those 2 outcomes. If you want this as a printable checklist, the link's in the description. AI Max pre-September audit. Free, no upsell, takes you about an hour. Run it on your own account so you can make sure that you're safe. When Google launches something, they want everybody to turn it on. The reason why that is, and I'll just tell you frankly, is because there's only so much real estate on a Google search engine's results page for them to show advertisers on. So the search partner network, the display network, etc., when they launched the display network, it was an absolute disaster. Don't even get me started on that. And everything has been like it since. I've never seen it work, hence the lack of trust. So my answer for the next 12 months is the same answer that I gave to Performance Max. Watch, wait, test small. Don't bet your business on a feature whose own marketing changed numbers between beta and launch. If this saved you money, or you think it's going to save you money, drop a comment. The algorithm helps me reach more business owners or people managing accounts trying to figure this out. And your one word does more than what you think. I genuinely appreciate it. My name is Michael Elliott. If you've enjoyed this video, go and check this one out here. You'll absolutely love it. I'll catch you in the next one.